Hello everyone, my name is Ari Shakur. I'm originally from Mount Meigs, Alabama. That's where my family originated from. I do have a child that attends Georgia Washington Middle School. Georgia Washington Middle School is a historical school here that's located in Pike, rural Alabama, which is considered one of Montgomery County's schools. So the school is within the Montgomery County Board of Education. The school is going to be sold. We got notice about 2 weeks ago that they all of a sudden wants to sell the school. Let me give y'all some information about the school and who Georgia Washington was. She was a female who was from Mobile, Alabama, who wanted to further her education. She went to different schools, colleges, who she started her own school in Mount Meigs. And what she did for blacks is basically made a school. She rented out a cabin and she made a school for blacks and she educated them. So what the Board of Education did for what she did is they named the school after her. Her body also is buried in the back of the school. So the burial ground behind the school is where she is buried. You guys can look up some more information about Georgia Washington. But she was she was a great person. And she was an educator who wanted blacks to further their education. We got notice about 2 weeks ago that our kids will be affected by this sale of the school. They're trying to sell the school for $11 million. If they sell the school, the whole entire Montgomery, Alabama will be rezoned. So this is meaning the school right now, which Georgia Washington Middle School, is a passing school. There are a bunch of schools here in Montgomery County that are not passing schools. I don't mean to talk about any of the schools, but the schools, these children are not used to going to schools that's non-passing schools. Not including, these schools are not just right down the road. These schools are way across town, which that would put, the Board of Education into more debt because the busing system. Basically, the teachers, the faculty may be fired or either transferred. I don't see two principals being at one school anymore unless there's just a need for two principals. So obviously I do think that the principals and the staff at Georgia Washington may be fired. I'm not comfortable with it. I'm a supporting parent of Georgia Washington. I love those kids. Also, Georgia Washington Middle School has a great football, basketball team. They keep the kids busy. As in, the football team has been a legend for years. So that's a positive influence that we have on these kids. If we take that away from these kids, guess what they do? Kids normally go get in trouble. And the next step from getting in trouble, it's expelled. And then the kid's not even seeing an education. Another thing is, them selling this school, what are you getting out of it? You're basically taking these kids. You're not fulfilling the dream that Miss Georgia Washington had. Taking the black children, which the school housed about 600 kids. You're taking 600 kids. I think Park Crossing is only taking about, I think they said about 30. Pike Road is taking about 30. They can't house all these kids. So why would y'all do this to these children? Why would y'all sit here and the kids are comfortable? They've been doing great all year. Why would you take this from them? Why would you do this to Georgia Washington? She would never take anything from these kids. She housed them. She educated them. She strived for the highest success of education for these kids. and you guys want to sell it for $11 million, you're not thinking about the kids. You're thinking about yourselves. $11 million, what you going to do? What you need to do, if you're going to not house these kids, you need to build them something so they can have something on the east side of town that they can come to. Not take them from the east side of town and put them back into poverty or low-rated schools. That's not cool. It's not cool at all. I hate it. I'm going to support it. And our next step is we are going to do a march if you guys don't stop this sale. And I'm not telling you this, but I am going to do it. And I'm going to show you all. And I got other parents that support what I'm talking about. It's not cool that you guys are trying to sell the school money. If you need that much money, bring the lottery here. You got the casino here. Bring the lottery here. Invest in education. That's what you guys need to do. Not take a school, a perfectly good school, and try to sell it for $11 million and turn it to some other high school which these children would not be able to go. Really? You guys need to wake up. You guys need to smell the coffee and think about what you're trying to do to the kids, the faculty, the teachers. You guys are not setting an example for blacks or setting an example for these kids. You want to put them back. Let's take, for example, the football team. If you take the football team away from the kids, they're going to other schools. They're not going to be recognized because they're so used to being at Georgia Washington. Let's look at the education. You're taking a perfectly passing school, great levels of education, great test scores. You're taking them and putting them in Title I schools that's not passing. It's not gonna happen. I just want to voice my opinion because yes, I do have a child that goes to Georgia Washington. Yes, I am from Mount Meigs, Alabama. And yes, Miss Georgia Washington, this is not what she wanted. And the other thing, have y'all even contacted her family to even let them even know that you all want to do this after y'all named the school after her? Really? I think it's a disgrace. I really do think it's a disgrace. Not just to blacks, but just to her, period. Her being who she was, and you guys taking it and just dragging it through the mud. I do not agree with what the Board of Education, what the Board of Education, or what you guys are trying to do to our kids. And we're going to fight it. And I'm one of the parents. You guys are listening in to this, and you're listening to my video. Hopefully, guys, you will share it. Please stop Georgia Washington from being sold. Thank you.